A very wonderful afternoon to you all today. Hope your day has been going so well. It's yours truly, Hope Williams, live on Akweya TV. It's another episode of the Fifth Estate Live. On this episode of Fifth Estate Live, we want to discuss a deep but educative conversation of the Igbo people. But before then, I am sure um we've all been in the media space since last week, and we've all seen the drama on Ibrahim Babangida Badamosi's book launch, all the dramas around it. I comment my reserve. Don't worry, I don't have anything to say. Reason being that, why is he telling us now that Abiola won the June 12th election after 32 years? What are we supposed to do with that of information? Are we supposed to go resurrect Abiola or something? But then we still have people giving different narratives and different explanation to this book and to IBB's statements and the details contained in his book. Hmm. What I want to say is, in your analysis, please be mindful. Last week we talked about defamation. Be mindful, oh. When you're making your analysis, be very, very careful. Before you talk the one way they go take carry, you go sanko. You go chill for some time. Well, on today's episode of the Fifth Estate Live, we are going to be asking ourselves, especially for those of us from the Southeast, why is it difficult for a daughter to inherit her father's estates? Why? If you're just joining, it's the Fifth Estate Live on Akweya TV. And don't forget to like and share this video and also join the conversation in the comment section. So now let's talk. For the longest, like since time immemorial, the Igbo daughters have never been allowed to inherit their father's estate. When I mean estate, I'm talking about landed properties. No matter how much of landed properties a man has, his daughters, even if it's just even one daughter, and even if she's the eldest, was never allowed to inherit his properties, those landed properties. And we have seen people raise conversations about it. People have asked questions. People have protested. People have analyzed and all of that. In fact, Nigerian actor, Nollywood actor Okebakasi on The Honest Bunch, that's by Glitz Africa, he he gave an insight of what the reasons are, the reasons why Igbo daughters are not allowed to inherit their father's estate. So on Glitch Africa, sorry, he gave this analysis and he said that the reason is because the daughters will definitely get married to another family, and in Igbo land, landed properties are more like family owned thing. They're like ancestral thing that should be passed on from one generation to another, and as such, they can't give it to a woman who is going to get married and go somewhere, go to another family, that she will not inherit from her father's house, but she will inherit from her husband's house. And that is why you see that when a man marries a wife, his family automatically gives her a land where she is supposed to be farming on. But then, recently, we saw that late Herbert Wigwe's family had gone to court with the daughter of about 26 years, demanding that she be allowed to take charge of her father's estates. While the man's family, the deceased family, is saying, no, he's our son, we should be responsible for it, we should be the overseers. So now they are in court.
See what our enemies have done. People we thought were Habar's friends, people we thought were Habar's brothers, they have actually really, really let the family down. Daddy and mommy trusted in them implicitly. And we've come to see that they were not what we thought they were. And so, because of it, daddy actually fell ill. We almost lost him. Mommy broke down because of the trust they had reposed so much in them. So, it's made the journey really, really difficult because these were people Herbert drew really close to and drew, brought home as his friends. So, that's the journey we've been on. It's been difficult. And if you've watched over time and watched me there, you heard yesterday they came here to the village with no due respect to the family. They didn't even as much as come to see the family. They wouldn't even let us into the gates.
And you go on social media, on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter, and people are saying, eh, I don't know why people are acting like this. It has always been there now. The Igbo people do not allow their daughters inherit their father's landed property. Women do not inherit land in Igbo land. Why should a woman be dragging for a land? This and that. Everybody just have something to say. However, we forgot to realize, or we forgot to acknowledge the fact that in 2020, the Supreme Court ruled that the Igbo customary law that prohibits women from inheriting their father's estate is contrary to section 42 and 43 of the 1999 Constitution. So the Supreme Court overturned that customary law, saying, why should you say a daughter should not inherit her father's property? Especially in a situation where there is a will. If a man writes a will, why can't his daughter inherit what was allocated to her? Well, we have a lawyer who is also an Igbo man. So he's going to speak to us, giving us insights as to where the law stands and where the Igbo custom stands. And let's, you know, understand from both sides. Stay tuned.
What we see now already on the media about Wigwe's family should be peculiar to their family. That is not what is fetchable in the whole of Igbo states or Igbo land. Daughters do have right to inherit properties of their father. There is no known law or that makes it explicit that when a father dies, the daughter has no right to inherit from the father's land. But it depends on family differences or family understanding and orientation. Different families have different way they do their thing. Just like the place I come from, I'm from Ebonyi State, a host of local government. In my place, some families find it permissible to allow their girl child or daughter married outside to inherit from the father's property if she's so interested. So it's, as you say, it's an issue of misconception. There is no known law in Igbo land that says that a girl child cannot inherit from the father's house. In Igbo land, when a father dies or when a mother dies or her children comes together, be it girl child, male child, they all come together and they share the property of their late parents, and everybody is given equal share. It depends on what comes to you. But let's say in a building, a house, a girl that is married out may not be able to inherit a building, a house that was owned by her late or his late parents, given that you married aside from the family ancestral land. So a male child from that family would be the one to inherit so properties like that. But a girl child can inherit other properties, and you can also inherit land. Your father can decide to give you a plot of any land that belongs to him that he acquired or even inherited from his own former parents. So this is what I know, and I know that is the practice in Igbo land. So I cannot relate where this idea or this notion came from that Igbo's daughters don't inherit lands from their parents. It is totally a misconception and not the true nature of things in Igbo land.
Thank you for staying tuned to this point. If you're just joining, this is Akweya TV. your number one broadcast channel that brings you story on history, art, and culture, analyzing how it affects our development as individuals and as a society. And it's the Fifth Estate Live, where we discuss trending social issues and developmental issues, um political issues, whatever issues it is that affects our development as individuals and as a society. And of course, I am Hope Williams. Don't forget to like and share this video. So continuing our conversation, now I believe we all have a better understanding of the stand of the law and the stand of the Igbo custom. However, if the Supreme Court has ruled that this Igbo customary law that prohibits women from inheriting their father's estates, why then do we still have people go to court on a matter that the Supreme Court has ruled on? Hmm. Now, when people talk more on this, it seems like they are rating one gender against the other. But it is worthy of note that all children are equal. So if a man leaves a will after his demise, his family members owe it as a honor to him to ensure that his children that he left behind are well taken care of. And how will they do that? Is by honoring the will that he left behind. I think it is high time we begin to look into some of our cultures and customs. But what do I know? It's been a wonderful time with you on the Fifth Estate Live, and I hope you have learned one or two as to why the Igbo culture do not allow daughters to inherit their father's estates, and also the stand of the law. When I say the law, I mean the Nigerian law, not the Igbo customary law, the Nigerian law, the constitution, what stand it has taken on this issue. And I hope that we will all learn to obey the laws of the land. Yeah. So till we come your way again next time, don't forget to like and share this video, follow us on all our social media platforms, and of course, go on Akweya TV website and read very nice news stories. Until we come your way again next week, I am Hope Williams. I will be expecting you next week on the show. Do have a great day.